My name is Roby Joe, and I was left alone at 11 with only $2 while my mom flew across Europe like I didn't exist. I thought she'd never come back, but what happened when they returned changed everything. Pain, betrayal, and secrets I wasn't ready for hit me all at once. My name is Emily. I'm 11, and I've just been left with $2 while my mom flies off to Europe. I stare at the crumpled bills in my hand, disbelief twisting my stomach. $2? That's it. I whisper to myself, voice shaking. Vanessa, my mom, doesn't even glance back. I'll be back in a month, Emily. Don't burn the house down. She smirks and walks out the door. I blink at Dad. Jacob, aren't you going to? He's glued to his laptop. I'm busy, Emily. You'll be fine. Don't bother me. Busy? I echo, my voice rising. You're going to work, and she's leaving me with nothing. He doesn't look up. Life's tough. Figure it out. I stare at him, mouth open, but no words come. The front door clicks shut. Silence. I sink onto the couch, holding my $2 like a lifeline. Why would she leave me with this? Am I not enough? I whisper, tears burning my eyes. A knock on the window startles me. I run to see Mrs. Thompson, the neighbor, peeking in. Emily, honey, are you okay? She asks softly. I have $2. That's all, I mumble, holding them out. She frowns, concern etched across her face. $2? That's nothing. Don't go hungry, sweetie. Can you call me if you need anything? I don't even know how to buy food with this, I admit, my voice trembling. Stay strong, Emily. You're braver than you think, she says before walking away. I collapse on the floor, hugging my knees. My stomach growls. Hunger gnaws at me. I try the cupboards, cereal boxes empty, peanut butter jar nearly gone. I stare at the $2 again. Maybe I can get a loaf of bread and some milk, if I can find a bus coin. The phone rings. I snatch it up. Hello. Maya. My best friend's cheerful voice brings a small smile. Emily. Where's your mom? I saw her leaving. She left me with $2, I say, voice cracking. $2? Maya gasps. What? That's insane. I can come over. No, you can't. I don't want you in trouble, I whisper. You're not in trouble. I can bring snacks. You can survive a month with me visiting. I don't know, I hesitate, ashamed. I shouldn't. I mean, my dad. Forget him for now, Maya insists. I'm coming after school. We'll figure it out. The call ends, leaving me in silence again. I pace the room. Mom, how could you? My voice echoes against the walls. You promised you'd care. Memories flash, her missing my birthdays, ignoring me when I cried, leaving me alone with Dad who barely noticed. A lump forms in my throat. I'm so small. So invisible. How does she not see me? Hours pass. I try the phone again, but it's out of reach. I curl on the couch, hugging my $2 lifeline, tears rolling down my cheeks. I'm alone, I whisper. Completely alone. And no one even cares. Night falls. Darkness blankets the house. I peek out the window at the streetlights, wishing for a miracle. Someone, anyone, I murmur. But the only reply is the quiet hum of the fridge. I press my face into my pillow, sobs shaking my body. Do they even remember I exist? And yet, beneath the fear, beneath the hunger and despair, a small spark lights inside me. I'll survive this. I'll make them see me. I won't be invisible. I clutch my $2 tighter. Tomorrow, I'll find a way. Tonight, I cry, but tomorrow, I'll fight. The morning sun felt cruel, mocking me as I shuffled into the kitchen. My stomach grumbled, empty. Dad was already there, scrolling on his phone. Morning, Emily, he said without looking up. Cereal's yours. Make it quick. I hesitated. Dad, why does Mom leave me with nothing? $2 isn't enough for a week. He glanced at me, a flicker of annoyance crossing his face. She's your mother. I'm your father. Stop whining. You'll survive. Everyone survives. Survives. I spat the word. I can barely buy bread. She didn't even pack snacks, meals, nothing. He sighed. Life isn't fair, Emily. Get used to it. I slammed my hand on the counter. Used to it? I'm 11. You're supposed to protect me. Protect yourself, he snapped, returning to his phone. My hands trembled as I wandered into Mom's room, curiosity pulling me. Her suitcase lay open, half-packed, tickets and receipts scattered around. I noticed a receipt for an expensive watch. I held it in my hands, disbelief rising. She spends thousands on herself but leaves me with $2, I whispered, tears welling. Under the mattress, I found letters, her handwriting curling across expensive stationery. I unfolded one and froze. It mentioned someone named Clara, talking about plans to move in once everything's settled. Clara, I muttered, feeling my stomach knot. Mom's betrayal wasn't just neglect. It was bigger than I imagined. I stuffed the letters in my backpack and stormed into the living room. Dad. Who's Clara? He didn't look up. No one you need to worry about. Stop lying. I shouted. She's going to take over everything. You know it, don't you? Enough, Emily. Mind your own business, he snapped. I felt my chest tighten. My own father, protecting her. Protecting betrayal. School was no relief. Hannah cornered me behind the lockers. Hey, loser, she sneered. Your mom's the joke of the year. Leaving you with crumbs? Pathetic. Leave me alone, Hannah, I hissed, trying to shove past her. She laughed, shoving me to the wall. No one cares about you anyway. I felt small, invisible, and furious. But Maya appeared, linking arms with me. Emily, ignore her. You're stronger than she thinks. I don't know how to be strong, I muttered, voice barely audible. You start small. Stand up. Don't let them win, Maya said. Back home, I started counting my $2 and leftover coins. I tucked them in a secret box under my bed. I'll survive, I whispered. I'll learn how. I found myself studying Mom's receipts, seeing what she valued. I memorized bus routes, prices at the corner store, and even practiced simple meals with the tiny change I had. Each small victory fueled me. Emily, I muttered to myself at night, holding the receipt like evidence, I won't be invisible. I won't be weak. I will see this through. And when they return, they'll know what they've done. Memories of Mom's missed birthdays and Dad's silences haunted me. I realized it wasn't just the $2, it was years of being unseen, unheard. The sound of the front door slamming made my heart race. Mom was back. Vanessa. Smiling like nothing had happened. Emily, she called cheerfully. Guess who's back? I froze. You're back, I said, voice shaking. After leaving me with $2. Mom's smile faltered for a second, then returned. Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. You survived, didn't you? Survived. I repeated, my chest tight. Mom, do you even realize what you did? Do you know what it feels like to be 11, alone, with nothing? Dad hovered behind her, eyes on the floor. Emily, calm down. Don't make this worse. Worse? Worse than leaving me starving? Worse than pretending I don't exist? I snapped. Mom tilted her head, voice sweet but cold. Emily, you're overreacting. I had a lot to handle, okay? I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to hurt me. I shouted. You left me with $2 while you enjoyed Europe. That's more than just a mistake. That's betrayal. Dad finally looked up, sighing. I didn't stop her. I thought you'd be okay. Thought I'd be okay? I echoed, disbelief cutting through me. You both thought I was invisible. I ran to my backpack and pulled out the letters I'd found. And these letters. Clara. You're planning to replace me, aren't you? Mom's face twitched, but she kept her composure. Clara, she's just a friend. Nothing serious. You're imagining things. Imagining? I screamed, voice shaking. I have receipts, letters, everything. You lied, manipulated, and left me to suffer. How could you? Dad looked away, guilt flickering. Emily, It's complicated. You wouldn't understand. Complicated? I yelled. I'm 11. I understand betrayal. I understand neglect. I understand what it's like to have no one care. The doorbell rang. I wiped my tears and answered. It was Ms. Harper, my teacher. Emily, I heard what's happening, she said softly. You're not alone. You don't have to take this by yourself. I don't know what to do, I admitted, shaking. You start with the truth, she said. Confront them, write it down, show them what they've done. Later, Ethan, a family friend, stopped by. Vanessa's behavior isn't new, Emily. She's done this before. Jacob's passivity isn't protecting you, it's enabling her. I stared at him, anger and clarity flooding in. So I'm not crazy. I'm not imagining it. Not at all, Ethan said firmly. You need to stand up for yourself. Now. That night, I cornered them in the living room. Mom, Dad, I know everything. I know about the money, the letters, Clara, everything. I see your lies. Mom's face turned pale. Emily, you shouldn't say that. I will say it. I cried. You left me alone. You spent thousands while I had $2. You lied, and Dad, you let it happen. Dad's shoulders slumped. Emily. You did nothing. I shouted, voice breaking. I've suffered, I've cried, I've been invisible. And now, I'm not. You can't ignore me anymore. Mom tried to manipulate me with guilt. Emily, we love you. I stood in the living room, letters and receipts spread across the coffee table, shaking with determination. Mom, Dad, everyone needs to hear this. Vanessa raised an eyebrow. Emily, what are you doing? I'm showing everyone the truth, I said firmly. All the neglect, the lies, the betrayal. I'm done being invisible. Jacob swallowed hard. Emily, please, this isn't necessary. Not necessary? I snapped. Do you know how it felt to have $2 for a month while you both lived like I didn't exist? I grabbed my phone and started calling relatives and family friends. You need to know what's been happening, I said, my voice shaking but strong. Vanessa's been selfish. Jacob, you've allowed it. Soon, people began arriving. Faces I recognized, people I thought didn't notice, now staring at my parents with shock. Murmurs filled the room. Aunt Grace stepped forward. Vanessa, Emily told me everything. Is this true? Mom's smile faltered. It's not as bad as she says. Not as bad? I yelled. I was 11. 11. I had $2 for a month. Do you understand that? Dad's shoulders sagged. Emily. I should have. You should have what? I asked, voice rising. Protected me. Seen me. Loved me. Mom's eyes filled with tears, but I didn't soften. Tears don't undo what you did. I held up the letters. And this, planning Clara to move in, thinking I wouldn't notice. All your secrets, your manipulations. Everyone can see now. Ethan nodded from the corner. Emily's telling the truth. You've all been blind to her suffering. Ms. Harper's gentle voice followed. Emily, you've grown so much. You're brave, and you've stood up for yourself. Maya squeezed my hand. I always knew you could do this. I felt tears prick my eyes, not from sadness, but relief. I survived, I whispered to myself. I'm not the scared little girl anymore. I am seen. I am heard. Mom tried one last manipulation. Emily, I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't care about intentions, I said firmly. I care about reality. And reality is, I suffered. You ignored me. You lied to me. And now everyone knows. Dad hung his head. I failed you, Emily. I see that now. Better late than never, I muttered, not forgiving, just acknowledging the truth. Over the next few days, life shifted. Vanessa and Jacob faced whispers and judgment from friends and family. I noticed Dad's guilt, Mom's discomfort. Their social standing diminished slightly, not dramatically, but enough that I knew justice had a way of catching up. I started helping myself. I managed my small allowance, planned meals, and even started saving money for the first time. I went to school with my head held high, refusing to let Hannah's taunts pierce me. "Emily, you've changed," Maya said one afternoon. "You're unstoppable." I smiled softly. "I've had to be. I can't rely on them. I can only rely on myself." Late at night, I held the $2 bills I'd saved.